live on a Friday night. The air seems fresher, food tastes better, drinks stay colder on a night where the Rangers beat the Islanders. It doesn't happen often, it would seem, in recent years, but it happened tonight. A sound victory for the New York Rangers, 4-1, out in Long Island. Uh, Fuck that Islanders girl that was on those in betweens with her stupid lipstick. And I mean this in the nicest ways. Fuck that entire fan base. I don't like them. Anyway, welcome to the Ranger Things Have Happened podcast. You got Ricky Diffendale here, along with my pals AJ and Beano and Billy behind the scenes, and we'll have a few guests popping in tonight. Actually, not guests, podcast mainstays that haven't been around.
One guest.
Well, I want one guest.
One
And
newbie.
One fresh face on the pod. No actual official guest. He's a friend of ours, a friend of the program, and he'll come on tonight. But and Alex will be back. He said he'll pop in and make his triumphant return to the podcast. But welcome to a post-game podcast. Second time we've done this. First time we've done it on a Friday night. Fellas, how you feeling? What are you drinking?
I am drinking Blue Points in honor of the Icelanders. Basically, I bought the 15-pack the last time we bought them, and this is the last one.
Oh, those are old. They haven't played the Islands in a long time.
It's the last one. The last one in my fridge.
I'm also doing Blue Point, but this is an additional pack that I bought probably 2 weeks ago and still polishing off.
How many cans do you finish in? Do you fit in that
Oh no,
mug
this is a one can mug. It looks bigger.
It looks massive on the screen.
It's a thick mug, so it's one of those. It's not really that big.
I am drinking Dr. McGillicuddy's menthol mint schnapps on the rocks.
The hell is wrong with you?
That sounds extremely fancy.
It's fantastic. And there's a few things wrong with me, but not because
of
this.
McGillicuddy, like that's the real name? Because it sounds completely
Dr. McGillicuddy's menthol mint schnapps.
Sounds completely fabricated.
It's a real thing, and it's really delicious. I see Cobb's left shoulder poking in here now.
He creeped in.
Cobby, how we doing? How we feeling after that solid W?
Beautiful. Very good win. Solid win.
I thought he was going to stop at beautiful, and it's just a man of many words.
BEA beautiful.
And where's our special friend for the evening?
I think he's waiting for his intro music.
He'll be along shortly.
Okay. I was going to hum something.
Gingers are not allowed on screen. We might have to turn that off.
You smell chocolate.
Anyway, tonight obviously took the feelings of the other day when they played the Penguins, and I really didn't want to talk about it because I feel so good about tonight. But it just goes to the Jekyll and Hyde ways of the 2021 Rangers. A win here, a loss there, another win here, another loss there. So I'm anxious to see what they do coming up here. Is this the stretch now that we have the Devils for 4 in a row? We play the Islanders one more time before that.
Islanders one more time, and then
Islanders Sunday, right? Sunday night or Sunday day.
Sunday night. 4 against the Devils,
and then 4 against the Devils. So I'm anxious to see what they do against the Islanders again on Sunday, just because. They put a beating on Pittsburgh and put up 8 goals. And then, the next game they play the same exact team and lose 5-2. Georgiev is the Islanders' daddy, and there is no way around it now. Now it's got to be in their heads. Because if I was on the Islanders, it would be in my head. What do you think?
Yeah. I think it's got to be. But it's also, this is the way Georgiev has to be used. Or sit on the bench and just watch Shesterkin do his thing for 3 weeks, and then you come in, and you better be sharp. And he was sharp.
And you come in specifically against the Islanders and no one else.
And
I would be okay with that.
He looks sharp, and you know what that means? Trade bait. Movement.
Could have been an audition today, and then you have Keith Kincaid coming back as the backup for the rest of the year, which I know you wouldn't mind.
I would not mind, and I think Georgiev is on the move. If they're going to make any kind of move, Georgiev's on the move.
I think Blackwell's value is as high as it's ever been. The guy's got 12 goals this year. Who saw that coming?
Yeah, that was one of those things. One of those things that came completely out of the blue. What the guy? He's 28 years old, right?
Yeah.
And he played like 30 games before that.
Pick him up.
We are joined by a special guest this evening, a live special guest. There he is, Mr. Andrew Lynn, my boy, how are you?
How's it going, guys?
How you feeling after that W?
Feeling good. Feeling good. A lot of good. A great third period.
Who tonight stood out to you the most, would you say?
Colin Blackwell was very good, but I don't know. I like Kraftsov tonight.
The children,
Hey,
all
yes.
of the kids played well. It was great.
Yep.
That
And
one line,
and Crab looked good. His best game so far.
but
He looked great, but I got to hide my notes now because now they can't see my trivia and who am I question. I'm going.
Yeah,
off
you better be good. No foul play.
But Kraftsov looked great. Here's my quick question, Kraftsov. Do you keep him on the fourth line to have offense on the fourth line, or do you move him up? And who would you replace him with on the other three lines? So this is a little conundrum.
Well, before the past 2 games, I would say that Blackwell belongs on the fourth line, but he's not playing like a fourth line player. I think maybe, first of all, what bothers me is that Quinn said, we're not going to bring him here to play him on the fourth line, and he immediately played him on the fourth line. So either say and stick to it or whatever. But I think, Beano, watching the past couple games, that you may be right. Having him there gives that fourth line a little bit more of an offensive edge. He made a couple of rushes tonight where he looked real good and playing really well and strong in the offensive zone. So I think I'm inclined to agree with you. Maybe keep it until it becomes an issue. Like maybe keep it the way it is, because I think everyone wanted Kravtsov in the top 6 or at least in the top 9 over guys like Blackwell, who's, Blackwell's not the future of this team, I don't think, but Kravtsov's certainly part of it. So I think I agree with you right now. AJ can try and change my mind, but I think he's all right on the fourth line for the time being.
no, that was because we talked about it earlier this morning about how Blackwell should be on the fourth line, Kraftsov should be on the third line with Hedel and Lafreniere. But they proved me wrong. Both lines scored today as they're currently constituted. I mean, Blackwell, he's got some kind of chemistry
Fancy
with
words.
You
Hold
know
up my thesaurus.
who looked really good in that fourth line with
Gautier.
Gauthier. Rooney,
There's
Kraftsov.
there's no need to play Brett Howden at all. If you have Gautier and Krabstov, I mean, it's not a traditional fourth line in that
Yes.
sense, but you have a defensively responsible center in Rooney, and
Yes.
you can just let the other two guys fly because Krabstov's not gonna produce with Kevin Rooney and Brett Howden on his line. And it's not his fault. He's not going to get the opportunities.
You know what was amazing? Amazing is that they spelled his name wrong on the back of his jersey the other night.
That's fine because I've been saying it wrong since they drafted him.
Game as a Ranger too.
But what was that, Drew?
They did that to Gretzky his first game as a Ranger too. They spelled.
I did. I saw that also, and they say like if it can happen to the greatest, then it can happen to anybody. But my God, it's got to go through so many channels. Like you have probably have a list of the players that you're making jerseys for. How do you fuck that up? It's like the guy that spelled the Goethals Bridge sign wrong. How does it get through that many steps? Through that many steps to where they put it up on the highway, and then you realize that it's spelled wrong. Geophils.
So
What the fuck?
the Verrazano is still spelled wrong since the 70s.
Man.
No, they fixed it. They fixed it like a year ago.
Did they finally fix it?
Yeah,
Officially,
I know
it
you
was-
like Italians like your 2 Z's and your 2 R's.
You know,
Yes.
we keep it fun.
Oh my God! But still, it's like,
Billy's here. Forgot Billy's here.
yeah, Billy's here tonight. He's.
Yay.
I don't think he wants to show our viewer,
No.
his walls, the walls in his house.
Our viewer, I like that.
Yeah, I think we may lose the fan if Billy showed his quarters right now.
Just a note that Billy's an Islander fan. Just want to make a note on this.
Yeah, he did write in our podcast group chat, "Let's go Durs." We had none of it, and now you could suck it too, Bill.
I
Yep,
didn't
it
know what
happens.
Durs meant. I was very confused. Is that like
That's a Roxbury group chat thing.
I don't like when people refer to the Islanders as the Durs or the Rangers as the Jers. I just don't like it.
It's
Not
these
not woke enough to
Gen
realize?
Zers. They're too lazy to type the whole word out.
The Jers and the Durs. It's dumb. I'm off of it. I'm off it. But anyway, yes, solid.
Hold on, we have to fix some technical issues. It's right here. That's where it is, right there.
What are we looking at? Are they trying to find the camera?
Yeah.
No, I know it.
So I'm also I'm guilty of looking at the screens. Well, if I look right into the camera, that's like I'm actually talking to you, but then I can't see how you react. So
Man.
you have to look directly into the camera. As Cobb drops a meh on me.
I would rather look directly at you and that fire fucking hat you got on.
Oh yeah, baby.
Nice hat.
I was going to comment about the hats.
It's a beautiful hat. Little Goons 2021 coming up.
A little snafu with the jerseys, but
That's all right.
Yeah, I didn't get a hat for Cobb though.
So this is a Rangers podcast, not a Goons podcast.
Suck it, Bill. You have nothing to say tonight. The Islanders suck.
I was wearing one of the old Goon shirts yesterday, I think, and my daughter looked at me and goes, "Why do you have an upside down pirate on your shirt?"
Love it.
It's like, first
Love
of all, it's an upside down meth head. Second of all,
crack pipe.
Love it. Love it. One of the best happy accidents of our lives. Anyway, you know what? Let's do some more Rangers shit. It is a Rangers podcast, as our producer just pointed out. I'm not going to wait for Al. I mean, let's do our top five. Since we just beat the balls off the Islanders, let's get into our top five this evening, which is top five most hated Islanders of all time. I'd like to go first, if that's all right with you guys.
it's your show.
It's not mine. It's our show. I'm just the engine.
Cobb's
Cobb's the windshield. Beano's the carburetor. AJ's the motor oil. Alex is the radiator because he gets heated about David Quinn. Okay.
I would prefer to be the exhaust pipe.
Billy is the gasoline. Billy is the gasoline
I'm the windshield.
because it doesn't run without him. Okay. Top five. Last week, what did we do? Top five hockey movies of all time. We did that last week. If you missed it,
did anybody go watch Puck Hogs?
I didn't. Not yet. If you missed it, check it out.
Prime Video. Puck Hogs.
Also, I failed to mention at the top of the show that the Ranger Things of Having podcast is brought to you by Johnny C's Tees for all your T-shirt, jacket, and if you saw our Instagram story today, sick. He didn't make these hats, but I'm sure he could.
I saw those.
But Johnny C's Tees doing big things.
He made this hat.
He made that hat. He'll make your hat, and you'll be supporting local business as well. So give Johnny C's Tees a follow and give him a call for all your custom swag needs. So last week we did top five hockey movies of all time. A bit of controversy with Puck Hog being considered a top five hockey movie. But let's go to in the spirit of this evening, top five most hated Islanders of all time. As long as you have your reasons, I don't expect any of mine to, or most of mine to match up with you guys. So I'll go with mine first. I guess this is in a particular order, top five from 5 to 1. This is not the Islanders' fault, by the way. This first guy, I hated him long before he was an Islander, and I hate him now. And it's J.G. Pajot. I hate him for obvious reasons. When he was at the Senators, fuck him. He's annoying. I hate him. I dislike him. He's an Islander. Fuck him. Number 4, Matt Molson. A name you don't hear often, but that guy.
Yeah.
That guy was a Ranger murderer when he's with the Islanders. I think he went to Buffalo and he might be dead. But
he's in Hershey right now.
He
killed us. He's the captain of the Hershey Bears.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I would say.
Oh my god!
I was gonna say,
Shit.
Wow.
No, he hung around.
That's like going to the Long Island Ducks to play baseball. You're just that desperate to play. So yeah, Matt Molson makes my list. Jason Blake just had one of those real punchable faces, like really annoying looking. God, I just thinking about him pisses me off. Number 2, John Tavares. He gets a little bit of a reprieve because he left the Islanders in like boss fashion, which is exactly what I would have done if I had the chance. But still, when he was with them, I hate him. And number 1 on the list, Chris Simon. Baseball swing to Ryan Holweg's face. I'll never forget it. The guy's a scumbag on the ice. He's probably a scumbag in life. I think he played for the Rangers too. Fuck him. He's the worst. That's my top 5.
I'm sure he's somewhere on everyone's list. I'm sure he's someone. Did
I consider other people? Yes. But those are the guys I went with. So whoever would like to go next, feel free.
Cobb.
Me? All right. We'll start off with Andrew Ladd.
All right.
Next, we're going to go Cal Clutterbuck.
No reason for Andrew Ladd?
I'm just going to go down the list of the names and just leave me alone.
Cal Clutterbuck should have been. Okay, go ahead.
Well, I have my reasons. But
No, I hate him.
We go old school. We're going to go Dennis Potvin and Billy Smith. Billy Smith was the dirtiest fucking goalie on the face of the planet.
I have to agree with that.
Him as number 1. He's the biggest piece of shit
See, I tried to pick. I respected Cobb. I just tried to pick people that I saw play. I never fucking
Yeah,
saw
that's
Dennis Potvin
that's
play.
like the Potvin whistle in the guard. The people who do it never saw him ever. Like they were,
Yeah,
he was
I feel like it should
retired long
change.
before they were born.
They should change it to like Crosby sucks or something.
No, it would have worked if DP sucks. It could have with the
They
DiPietro
could've-
thing. It could have
yeah.
worked with that. DP sucks, but they never adjusted it.
He actually sucks though.
But he does suck.
Yeah, he was okay until his those hips.
It's like a golden retriever.
Yeah,
Just put him down.
I actually kind of like him
Wow.
on the radio though.
I love him on the radio.
He is good on the
He's
radio.
great on the radio. I hate
I
him.
like-
At
I
least he
liked
talks
him better
hockey.
when it was just him and Alan Hahn. I liked him better.
I like Chris Canty.
Todd Scott's
I like Chris Canty. I liked Chris Canty better when he was just like a guest, when he would come on and do spots with them.
Yes, but now it is. It's Mark
And
Scott.
Rothenberg's kind of, I don't know. He's
I like Rothenberg too.
his voice annoys me.
Anyway, AJ, go ahead. Your top 5 most hated Islanders of all time.
So I had number 5, Matt Molson, for the same reasons you had.
Nice.
Number 4, Kyle Oposo. Hated him as an Islander. Still hate him as a Saber. I don't know why.
Because
I
he's,
don't
Punching
he's a
the
thorn in your side.
Yeah.
He's got a punchable face.
Number 3, Trent Hunter. Just because it seemed the guy had like, what do you have? 15 career goals, all of them against the Rangers. Fuck. Yaro Halak, number 2, because he fucking still owns the Rangers.
Yeah, solid pick.
And number 1, obviously Chris Simon, because he's a fucking grade A douchebag. But I had honorable mentions, also Jason Blake. And there was one other. Who were your 5? Because I had one in my mind as an honorable mention.
Pajot.
Oh, JJ Pajot, yeah, he was the honorable mention.
I
And
would like to
third
throw in
honorable
Varlamov as an honorable mention. That guy is, until tonight, they hadn't scored on him since the Kennedy administration.
well, my third and final honorable mention, Mike Comrie, just because he banged Hillary Duff.
Ah. Can we get her on the podcast? Can we get her on the
Hillary
podcast?
Duff. When I was a preteen, Hillary Duff was we hit puberty around the same time. She was my girl.
Hillary Duff is
Banged
still.
She is still there.
She's still.
Yeah.
All
Billy,
right.
Billy, can we reach out to our people? Maybe they're on.
Yeah, let's try and get Hillary Duff on the line.
I'll get right on that.
I'll settle for Haley Duff. I'll settle for the little sister. Just
Older sister, I thought.
older sister, whatever. Fuck
I
that.
don't know. Who knows?
Bino, you want to give us
I do have a list.
Andrew has-
Andrew comes prepared with a list.
A few common names that you guys had. My 5th was Jason Blake for the same reason. Seemed to score a lot against us.
Fucking punchable face.
Number 4 was Eric Goddard. He was kind of a goon in the early 2000s.
Eric Goddard, nice.
He was a big guy, but seemed to go after all the little guys. Didn't want to take on all the big players. 3 was Rich Pilon, defenseman. He was always going to be a skin. 2 was Cal Clutterbuck for the same reasons as the first guys, and Chris Simon, number 1.
Oh, I got a lot of Chris Simon hatred pouring. I love it. Fucking brick.
nice list. That's a good list.
What, is it your list?
No, I had one. I had Rich Pilon was an honorable mention because he was early '90s through the '90s. Be that guy. All right, my number 5 was Ziggy Palffy.
Why do you hate Ziggy Palffy?
Because he was like their best player that somehow scored goals against the Rangers. Even when we were a good team,
He was a good player. He was a good player.
I was thinking he was a great player, but we were a good team. They were a bad team.
Yeah, he was the best player on a terrible team.
But this is how I mixed up my list. And then I went with Alexei Yashin. Not because he hurt us. He hurt the Islanders. So I hate him and I like him because he hurt that.
He wore a turtleneck on the ice.
He did.
Yeah, who does that?
In Ottawa and for the Islanders.
Mechanics in Montreal has done that since day 1.
Number 3 for me was Chris Simon. I just put him right in the middle of the list. He gets no points for being a Ranger. It was just a horrible thing to Reinhold Wagner. He's probably, if he's still alive, I don't know if he's still alive. He could be dead, maybe. Number 2, I had Rick.
Look that up. Look that up, Bill.
Rick DiPietro, like
What am I looking
Yashin.
up? I wasn't paying
so
attention.
big for the Islanders that he's on my list because he's bad and I like it, and he's also bad.
But he killed the Islanders' payroll for a decade. It's great.
And that leads me to my number one
Yeah.
Islander is Mike Milbury. Mike Milbury is my number one hate. Not because I hate Mike Milbury. I kind of like Mike Milbury because he killed the Islanders for 15 years in that franchise. So that's why he's number.
That guy is the absolute worst. I can't stand him.
And he's unemployed.
And I'll tell you, Jordan Eberle gets an honorable mention for me too. The guy's a pain in the balls, and always seems to score against the Rangers. He didn't tonight, but then again, I mean, Andy Green scored against the Rangers tonight, and that's it. That's how you know they had a good night.
Kind of night.
He actually didn't get credit with that goal.
No, they gave it to him.
Oh, they gave it to him?
Yeah,
Okay.
they gave it.
They eventually gave it to him, yeah. Yeah, the Islanders is becoming the Devil's retirement home with Andy Green and Zajac. I guess Palmieri's still young, but Zajac's been around for decades.
Was I wrong? Does Kyle Palmieri not look like John Tavares in 10 years? They look
He
exactly
does,
the same.
he does, but
Now that he shaved the beard, they look
I
exactly
didn't know the Islanders had this Yankee-esque rule where you can't have facial hair. What are you out of your mind? This is hockey. It's lame. It's lame, is what it is.
Well, Lou Amarillo went to school with George Steinbrenner, and he's like 90, so they don't like facial hair.
Did they really? I didn't know that.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
I think it's foolish, but whatever. Team sucks. Organization sucks.
Meh.
Billy's an Islander fan, and even if it's for tonight only, fuck you, Bill.
And
Suck
Billy
it.
had
That's not a tonight only thing. That's
no idea the
That's just in
names.
general.
The names you just mentioned, the 20, 30 names you just did, Billy had no idea who those guys are.
We should have let Billy read it and see his pronunciations of it.
I know a few of them, but yeah, no, I'm not.
like,
a Islanders
like
fan.
last week when he sees Buchnevich on the paper and says, "Oh, Blackwell."
Billy, find out where Chris Simon is. See if he's alive or not.
Oh, that's what I was looking up. Thank you.
Yeah, Chris Simon. And while you're doing that, let's go to our favorite part of the program every week. But while you're doing that, you have to simultaneously play our little soundbite, Bill.
Trivia.
Seems like we're being rushed on Friday night.
Trivia.
I will be wholeheartedly impressed if Andrew prepared a trivia question for this evening.
I'll get one.
Yeah, you have time. We'll
I'll last. He'll think of one.
yeah, think of a nice Rangers trivia question. I think Beano went to check the internet. No, he's back. Oh God, he's got his. You had to get a beer. You came back with a 12er.
Well, it's times 3.
That's the suitcase.
Oh, 12 rack. All right, so trivia, Billy. As it stands, what are the standings?
Well-
For you and knock your answers down. I was prepared today.
Oh, I have one.
Well, because
Standings, Bill.
I'm
Write
still mid move. I don't have him on me, and I didn't digitize him. So I know AJ's still
Okay.
in the lead. I think you caught up by 1 last week, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm on his heels now.
Yeah, I believe there's only either 1 or 2.
Nipping at my ankles just like in real life.
Oh no,
Yes,
yeah.
that's all That's all that matters.
Cobb's
I
still
get
in
the last
last.
one.
Okay,
It's gonna be hard to do without cheating over here.
but if Cobb gets a couple questions right, he might pull ahead of Alex just for from him being an absentee.
Correct. I might even have
Okay.
a trivia question for you. How old is Chris Simon?
How
41.
old is? Wait,
41.
Billy.
92.
What was the question?
I will. How old is Chris Simon? I will say 43.
Early 40s.
I'm gonna go 48.
No, I'm gonna go
46.
44.
I'm going 46. Keep it even. 46.
AJ?
I said 41 like 4 times.
Oh, I didn't. Know. I'm sorry. Andrew was closest.
50.
He's 40s. Not. He's 49.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
He doesn't get a point. But Chris Simon's alive.
You guys
He is
out
alive.
here?
All right. Who wants anybody desire to go first?
All right, I'll go first. Fuck it.
There you go.
No cheating.
I wrote. All right.
Oh
Which-
God.
Which current or former Ranger leads the team in fighting majors in the David Quinn era? That's from the start of the 18-19 season to now.
30 seconds.
Current
start
or
now.
former? That's so vague. Go.
All right. Forget the current or former. Who leads the Rangers in fighting
Okay.
majors since the beginning of the 2018-19 season?
15
I don't want to go with
seconds.
the. I don't want to go with the
Colloquially known as
obvious.
the David Quinn era.
I don't want to go with the obvious answer, so I'm going to take a shot here.
5 seconds. 2, 1. Flip him.
Mine says Brendan Smith.
Mine says Smith.
I'm waiting for Cobb. What did Cobb write?
Smith.
Blank.
Smith.
Ah, it is Brendan Smith.
Nice.
I started to write Truba, and I changed it to Smith.
I was going to write. I was going to write Lemieux.
Now, Brendan Smith has 11. Lemieux has 10. They were tied until Smith got into the little scrap yesterday.
Nice. Good question. Current or former? That's why you wanted to confuse me with Lemieux.
Yes. Did not work.
You bitch.
All right, I'll go now.
I'm going to use your marker.
You can use my marker, Andrew. Are you ready?
Yeah.
This player not only played for both the Rangers and the Islanders, he also won a Stanley Cup for the Rangers and the Islanders.
Ah, shit. I read it earlier today and I already forgot the fucking guy's name.
30 seconds.
Oh, what the fuck?
I'm going to rack my brain here.
Our Stanley Cup video, he did an interview prior to Game 7. If you have
Prior
that
to game
slide
what?
schedule. To Game 7. An interview request from,
15 seconds.
I'm in my brain, that's what I hear.
I'm just making up a name.
5 seconds.
Well, the Ranger
2,
Cup was obviously
1.
for
Uh,
Doug
No,
Lister,
this is not right.
Glenn Anderson,
Just making up a name.
flip
Glenn
him.
Healy. That'd be a good guess. Doug
Yeah, I
Lidster.
picked Doug Lidster as well.
Oh, shit. You're right, Andrew.
No, Andrew's wrong. It's Greg,
Ah,
Greg Gilbert.
We're all
Greg
right.
Gilbert. Let
I
me-
knew it started with a G.
at least Andrew picked someone who played for both teams.
Gilbert played. He was on the roster.
I know. But I mean, like, I don't think Doug Lister was ever an Islander. I just took a shot.
And I just completely fabricated a name.
All right, I'll do mine.
Wait. Al. Text message from Al.
Oh,
I have
Did
his
you guys start yet?
I have his top 5. Do you want that or do you not care?
We'll do it after trivia.
All right. Do you want his trivia question?
Okay, fine. You
Read
can
it,
go
Billy.
before me.
Brian Leach was the first non-Canadian to win the Conn Smythe. True or false?
Conn Smythe. Conn Smythe.
I'll give you a
You
Smythe.
douchebag.
Conn Smith.
The Conn Smith.
Cobb, do you have an answer?
He's
True. Yep.
family points. Family points on the pronunciation.
It's true.
I read that, but it says true.
Yes, it is true.
Did you have to wait till the timer's up? You don't get extra.
All right.
You don't
Here's
get-
my question. Here's my question. Including tonight, the Rangers have played the Islanders at Nassau Coliseum 129 times. Which team owns a record of 56 wins, 63 losses, 8 ties, and 2 overtime losses?
Say the wins and losses again.
56 wins, 63 losses, 8 ties, 2 overtime losses. So this is a one or the other type question, fellas.
50-50.
So it's either the fucking Islanders.
It's not the Flyers.
I know.
The flip of a coin. You're flipping a coin, just like you should flip your papers now.
5 seconds. Oh, or whatever. Flip them.
Can't see Cubs.
Who's closer?
What does Cobb say?
Icelanders.
Islanders.
I'm afraid that Beano and Andrew are correct. It's the Rangers that have the sub 500 record of games played at the Nassau Coliseum.
Islanders were
It's only
a
right.
dynasty in the 80s.
Totally
You
right.
forget that?
Yeah, but the Rangers still lead the all-time series by like 30 games.
They do. It was 125, I think. I was looking at that too. I was looking at my trivia.
Everybody's scatting out their trivia questions on the same websites.
Well, there's only so many you can come up with on your own. Cobb, you want to go next?
Yeah, sure.
We'll give Andrew time to come up with one, maybe.
I don't know if it's a layup or not, but who has the best regular season winning percentage as a head coach of the New York Rangers? Which head coach has the best regular season winning percentage as a head coach of the Rangers?
All time?
All time.
Ooh.
20 seconds.
Winning percentage.
10 seconds. 5
It
seconds.
should be all up.
I think we're ready.
Was there a minimum
One.
games coach?
He said
Flip
all time.
All time.
Oh, I spelled it wrong.
It is Mike Keenan.
Yeah.
We played one fucking year.
667 win percentage, and he won the President's Trophy.
That's why I asked if there was a minimum games coach, because he only coached 1 year.
Did you see the Tony Amante story about Keenan and Adam Grace?
No.
No?
No.
Let's talk about it after Who Am I?
We got one more.
Andrew, you have a question?
All right, off the top of my head, since Georgiev started tonight, who was the last New York Ranger player to wear the number 90 before Alexander Georgiev?
Well, Georgiev wears number 40, so you want to recant or?
Didn't we have this question too already?
Maybe 90. All right, let me think something else.
Did you fail school?
I did.
I don't know the answer to the. I don't know the last Ranger to wear
I
number
thought
90.
90. It was making me. My brain was thinking.
All right, who was the last player to wear number 90?
Bill, you're gonna have to look this one up while we run our answer.
I
Working on it.
think he was 90.
This is not.
Like 90.
He's like 90.
This is unconfirmed. This is
No, I'll confirm. So who was the last?
I know the last player.
Oh, that's
where.
So what's it, Gary?
Because I thought for some reason.
I'm not going to be able to say his name.
Okay.
Surprise.
Well, it's these Russian names. I can't say them.
So he's
Was-
Russian.
was
Thank
Georg-
you for the hint.
I don't know. I'm not gonna get this.
Although, wait, we said 90. We said 90 or 40.
90.
It's 90.
I have a few hints if you want.
All right.
He's a current player in the league,
Oh,
and
Yes. No.
it was 2 years ago.
Well, okay.
That's
You're wrong, but okay.
I'm ready to flip.
I got
Ready
the
to flip.
I got the first letter right.
That's right.
Vlad Domestikov.
yeah. You're right.
Was Georgiev ever 90?
He was in
I knew it
2018.
I knew it started with an N though.
when he first came up, he was not.
Samsonite.
Me, Swanson.
I was on the right track. Naslin, Nemestikov. I was on the right track. I knew it
So-
started with. Knew it started with an N.
So Beano's not getting a point for that?
No.
No, of course not. So this is
you're
the.
keeping track of the points, right?
Yes.
I did get like 3 points tonight.
I got a
though.
few tonight.
I'm on the board.
Ranger Things Have Happened podcast, sponsored by Johnny C's Teas. It is time for Beano to take center stage in his segment entitled
Who am I?
I think I'm on a 4 or 5 week streak with Who Am I's.
Watch the podcast.
So
I've watched it before.
Andrew has never seen the podcast.
I do watch it, but I skip a lot.
All right.
So this is unconfirmed, but I think I have a 4 or 5 week streak going with Who Am I?
Man.
So let's go.
We'll see about tonight.
You said that last week.
I did. Who am I? Drafted 5th overall in the 1992 NHL entry draft by the New York Islanders. This defenseman spent 5 years there in Long Island. I do a lot of crossing off. He was known more for his physical play rather than his scoring. After the Islanders, I moved on to play for the Pittsburgh Penguins, Colorado Avalanche, and finally, the New York Rangers for 4 seasons.
I got it.
I retired in
4 seasons?
2007.
I don't have it.
My number 11 was not available in the Garden, so I switched it to number 6. In my 14-year career, I appeared in over 800 games, scoring 27 goals, 136 assists, a career plus 39 player, and I had over 1,300 penalty minutes. No, you don't do it yet.
No.
I gotta read it again for Billy.
You have to read it one more time.
No, you don't.
All right, we good?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Just flip them.
Is that a full sweep?
Full sweep.
It's a clean sweep, and it was spelled 4 different ways.
Wait, hold on. Who spelled it right? Who spelled
All
it
right.
right?
I have the correct spelling.
KASPIRTIS.
No.
KASPARAITIS.
Ricky.
Oh my
Just
dear
right.
Lord!
Darius, right?
That's how you do it.
Darius is DARIUS.
There it is.
Yes.
All I got is the
Excellent.
last.
Excellent.
And if
Look
you
at
know
that.
me, I
The-
mention him
The
frequently.
kids, he's teaching the youth of America. He better know how to spell.
One of my favorite Rangers, Darius Casper. Frequent mention in this podcast.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Anytime I
And
can mention him.
That was your.
the streak continues.
Everyone got that one.
All right, Bean, talk to me about this Tony Amonte story. I heard a little bit about it, but I didn't delve into it at all.
Jimmy Healy sent me this. Tony Amonte was on someone's podcast that I won't mention because this is a top 100 podcast in Canada. And I'm not
Correct.
Top 102 or whatever it was.
Doesn't matter.
We almost cracked it.
So he's on this podcast. Tony Amonte's talking about the 93-94 Rangers when Amonte was still a Ranger. So Adam Graves and even Tony Amonte doesn't remember who he beat the shit out of. But Adam Graves is fighting someone in front of the Rangers bench, and he beats the shit out of this guy. I think he said it might have been for Edmonton or St. Louis, whoever it was. So I was confused listening to it. If he was talking to Keenan, was he now coaching St. Louis? Like if we missed this, he was apparently coaching the Rangers when this is all going on. So Adam Graves beats up this guy on either Edmonton or St. Louis, and the guy is a bloody mess, falls to the ice. Adam Graves is fired up. He turns to Mike Keenan and says, "You're fucking next." And he yells at his own coach, telling him he's fucking next. And apparently, I didn't know about this, and now I looked into this. Everyone hated Mike Keenan on the New York
Yeah, he was a fucking pain in the dick.
No, they not only did they hate him, Mark Messier was the coach of that team. Mike Keenan did nothing for the 93-94 Rangers other than be the head coaching title. Mark Messier would lean over to the bench and go, "Our line next," and he would go on. And he would say, "Number 2," and they would go on. He ran the bench, he ran the locker room, he ran every aspect.
Meanwhile, Mike Keenan's got the best winning percentage in the regular season of any coach.
So
I knew that there was like tension between the team. I didn't know that he didn't like coach the team.
apparently he treated his stars like they were stars, and if you were not Mark Messier, you were a piece of garbage.
You were a piece of shit.
Well,
So
I mean,
so Cobb saw this too.
it speaks volumes to why he only lasted for 1 year here.
That was
Right? Then he didn't coach them after that year, right? He was gone after they won the cup.
close. He was out.
Well, it sounds like it was for the best. You're fucking next. That's hilarious.
Adam Graves is the nicest guy in the world, too.
Yeah, he's the man.
And Tony Amonte's like, Adam Graves is the nicest guy in the world. But
Yeah.
would
I could
Adam Graves. The guy scored 52 goals that year. He would berate him because his name was
I could attest to that. I spoke to Adam Graves recently, and he is awesome.
Oh.
Fantastic guy. I could have listened to that guy talk for hours. He was fantastic.
So I looked it up, and Alexander Georgiev.
Wait, I lost your
Did Beano
audio
walk
there.
away with the headphones?
No.
Alexander Georgiev wore number 90 in 2000.
Oh, okay. When he first came up, he wore 90.
So that's my fault. My bad on that.
No, but
Yeah,
so you were only half wrong.
So
Yeah.
right,
So you get a point.
I found all the numbers. Yeah, Georgiev had 90 in 2018. Whatever his name is, headed from 2018 to 2020.
Nemesnikov,
Thank you.
Vladislav Nemesnikov.
Yeah, okay.
We need. You know what? This inspired me. We need to have a Rangers spelling bee on an upcoming podcast. That someone moderates and we have a spelling bee. This is something I wanted to do this. This is one of my ideas from CFO. I wanted to have fans in the concourse having a spelling bee for prizes. So we should do it here.
I'm in.
Because that all fell through. And I think that I've set the bar that I'm the odds-on favorite because I just knocked Darius Kasparaitis
That was pretty
Yeah,
good.
that was pretty
out of the park.
Didn't
Of the park.
Didn't you teach English for a little bit?
No, I've only ever taught social studies and science and a little bit of religion.
Oh.
Anyway, as we wind down here, we wait for Beano to return. AJ, I have a question for you that we usually ask guests, but it's modified slightly.
Sure.
Because, we were talking about dinner today, and I was talking about chicken cutlets and whatever.
Bon appetit, chicken cutlets.
Right, which I know that you have a great affinity for. Gun to your head, if you can only choose one forever, would it be McDonald's or Bon Appetit?
One forever.
You
McDonald's.
can't.
Not
Okay,
even-
I figured you'd go there, but
It wasn't even close.
That's a no freaking brainer.
I was trying to see if his affinity for the chicken cutlets, how deep it went. That's
I love their chicken cutlets. I love their honey mustard. The Jeter is the best sandwich I've ever had. But the whole ensemble at McDonald's can't be beat.
That's fine. That's fair. It popped in my head, and I wanted to, and I knew we weren't going to have a guest. I know Andrew just walked away. I want to ask him the fast food question.
He'll be back shortly.
Before he comes back, did anybody see that Adam Fox is finally getting a little bit of love nationally?
I did.
The guy Greg Wyshynski, is that his name, for ESPN? Did a little Q&A with him, talking about how he's, now he's being mentioned as a contender as a top contender for the Norris Trophy.
He should be top 3. He should be.
Absolutely.
Well, what did Hedman do tonight?
Hedman had an assist. They mentioned it during the broadcast, so I think they're still tied for points with that. I don't know. Pretty freaking impressive.
Did Fox pick up an assist today? I don't remember.
Unless he did in the third,
Streak's over.
Streak is over.
streak's done. That was a good streak.
Cobb said streak's over. Cobb said streak's over.
Okay, where's Andrew? He's a bitch.
He's looking at my bathroom that he has to help.
Beano, did you hear the idea for an upcoming podcast? We have a Rangers spelling bee.
Names.
Oh, I lose.
So
Rick,
I know, but
Really the front runner because you got Kasparaitis' last name.
But I also want Billy involved in this. I don't want Billy to pronounce the words. We need someone to volunteer to pronounce them. But I want Billy to try and spell them.
No, I think I need to pronounce them. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, can use that.
Yeah, I like that better. Just let him sound like a.
So yeah, he pronounces them, then we correct him, and then we spell.
Yes. So that
it, Coleman.
Okay.
And then we spell.
Okay.
Can you use that in a sentence, Billy?
Eddie
Lori Koprikoski.
Gia was coming to the mall later.
Are you going to the mall?
Andrew has returned. We have a question for him. So
Andrew, gun to your head, one fast food chain the rest of your life. What are you choosing?
The ooh.
I just got the hammer.
Yeah, the gun has shot off like 6 times.
Does somebody have the beer farts in the background?
No, but if Billy would shut his yap, he would have heard Andrew say McDonald's.
It's got to be McDonald's.
I agree. That's mine too.
You are now AJ's best.
So basic.
That boy.
We've had some weird answers with Zaxby's, and I think we got a Pizza Hut thrown in with
Pizza Hut.
I know it's good, but that's what you're gonna. That was Rachel knows.
Yeah, you guys were getting on her about Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut is fucking delicious.
I didn't say it wasn't, but it's a weird choice for this.
It's not real pizza. It's fast food. Just like McDonald's is not a real cheeseburger. It's fast food.
Oh, it's
but
beef.
It's delicious.
He has a point there. He actually has a point.
I know. I get it. It's fine, but she switched it to Wawa, which I thought was great.
Which I 100% was behind that.
Wawa is great, but I wouldn't consider it a restaurant. It's like
it is. It's a fast food deli.
It's 7-Eleven.
Breaking news.
Heard of Tim Hortons?
Yes.
Dunkin' Donuts of Canada.
Ooh,
Tim Hortons is now on Cohansey Street in North Conduit. For all you people that travel that way.
Conduit.
Not me.
Way to go to work.
Conduit.
I've been there several times this week. They opened up this week.
You just exacerbated Cobb's diabetes.
There goes another toe.
The coffee is delicious.
There goes the.
And they have Timbits, like the donut holes from Dunkin' Donuts. Timbits.
Cobb's gonna be like, I used to get bear claws and get them lodged right in this
I used
region.
to do it at a time, and I get them locked right in this region here.
But not only do they have a Tim Hortons, and it's an Exxon gas station right by the train station on Cohansey Street.
Mm-hmm.
a red mango. Does that sound right?
Yes, it does.
And they have that, and they have a Nathan's in this one gas station, and they have
Nice. Nathan's underrated. The little corn dog nuggets blow your balls clean
When
off.
we were discussing, we'll talk about it later.
Yes.
It's worth checking out. I've been there several times this week. That's how.
All right, so go to the gas station on Conduit.
Can't go wrong with
No.
donut
So
shop.
it's Bowling Market on Cohansey's Conduit. Tim Hortons, a Red Mango, and Nathan. And this is Ranger Things About Him podcast.
Let's get them to sponsor the spelling bee. The Rangers spelling bee brought to you by Bola Market, okay, Hansi and Conduit.
Try the gas station sushi. It's super.
Oh my God!
No sushi. No sushi in that station. No.
Not yet, but they'll
Just
get there.
fresh froyo.
So the Rangers play the Islanders on Sunday, and then 4 with the Devils. Well, before we go to last words, give me a hot take for Sunday's match. Whoever wants to go first, as I try and think of one.
Oh, Andrew's
Ready
ready in.
in.
I think
Say it again. Andrew, say it again. The audio went out.
it's got to be Georgiev again. His record against the Islanders is not bad. It's got to happen.
It's more of a lukewarm take, but I agree.
We all would have said that.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
The hottest of takes. Kravtsov will not score a goal.
Hot take. Gauthier plays.
I always said that.
I like it.
He won't be somebody that you used to know.
Gauthier plays.
Who's out?
Hey.
Howden's out. Gauthier plays.
All right, I have a hot take. Buchnevich will score the first goal on Sunday, and I'm going to get that lock in really early. Booch,
No.
Booch will score.
I'm going to make sure I pick Booch.
I'm going to pick Booch, too.
No, I'll be in. I'll be sitting here waiting for that game.
Sunday's a $2 game, right? We can roll over because no one picked Laugh tonight.
Nobody picked Lafferty yet.
Cobb, hot
The
take.
one person listening doesn't know what you're talking about.
Are you watching
We
the
have a-
stats? One
we
person
have a-
listening?
It is
We have a
one
first
person.
goal pool.
I have one for you. Yeah.
Who's the one?
Dollar
Bring him
to
on.
enter.
Bring him on right now.
Pick them up.
It's probably Al.
Pick him up.
Cobb, you got a hot take?
I do. Keandre Miller's going to have a breakout game, and he's going to score another goal. And he's just going to be absolutely fantastic.
I'm a big fan. Big fan of Conjure.
Hard not to be.
Hey, Andre the Giant.
I'd like to see him throw a few hits. Other than that, phenomenal defenseman.
What a big goal tonight, too. Huge goal to go up 3-1.
You know what? He's a big guy, and he's going to get bigger. Like, he's still a very young
Yeah, what's he,
guy.
21? He's 21.
He's going to be a
21.
big
Yeah, he's
player.
gonna fill out a little bit.
Yes,
Look
he
at
is.
how Kako has progressed this year just with his possession in 1 year for being 19 to 20. He's only going to
Look
get
at
better.
Look at how I filled out since I was 21.
Oh, yeah. Real good.
I
And
mean,
look how far you've fallen.
oh my God.
120 pounds in 2 years. Not bad.
All right, Billy, cue Gordon Ramsay.
What?
I thought that was it.
Any last words, you f***ing donkeys?
Yes, I have last words. I want to wish a happy belated 30th birthday to Mr. Billy Trotter, our producer. Billy, welcome to the 30 Club. It's literally all downhill from where you are,
Thank you.
but happy birthday. And we were supposed to have a roast. You backed out, so I'm going to bring in AJ for his last words because I know it's a roast.
It's only one, and it doesn't apply to Billy Trotter.
Oh, thank God.
It applies to.
I-
Hey, your brother's not here, but it's. You know what kind of applies to. The Diffendale family tree has more unwanted babies in it than the garbage can in Planned Parenthood.
Ooh, wow.
Hold on, I don't understand.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Because you're the only one that was married before you had a kid. Everybody else in your family was not married when they had a kid.
Doesn't mean they didn't want them.
Well, unplanned. Sorry, unplanned, not unwanted. Unplanned.
It was better than the first time.
Wow.
No, it was
Wow.
good. It was good.
Oh,
I thought you were gonna roast Billy for his
You
birthday.
know what, Billy?
yeah.
It was,
Hold on,
I
you-
should.
you-
well,
hold
Billy's like that one is bad. Billy's are so much worse. I can't say it.
AJ,
Like, those are not for public consumption. That was for The actual roast.
Out
You'll,
after.
you can say it on Ranger Things Have Happened After Dark.
Oh my god.
Billy can edit that after. Go ahead.
All right. Go ahead, Bean.
No, I want to hear AJ. I want to hear kill Billy.
He's not going to do it.
No, I'm not. I can't. I literally cannot say them. Ricky will lose whatever job he has.
He'll have it on After Hours, and then we'll talk. Then we'll talk about how the Earth is flat.
Oh god.
Is that a thing? Somebody talked about that?
Yeah, we'll talk about that on After Hours too. But Beano or Cobb or Andrew, any last
I
words?
don't have any last words. I was all leading up,
All right, now I'm just taking.
and it ruined it.
You just took a jab at my family instead. Okay, Cobb, any last words?
It's also Beano's family.
It is my family.
It is
is me
his family
too.
as well.
My marriage.
Would
I didn't take a shot at you. Your marriage is the only one that is no bastard children.
yeah, you were married.
Cobb, you have any last words?
Would like to thank Mr. Andrew Lynn for joining us this evening.
Thank you for having
It was,
me today, gentlemen.
he's been talking about the podcast a lot lately. He loves it. And then I told him, hey, listen, come on over. Come
Thank
on
you
in.
for having me
And
tonight.
And he did very well in trivia.
He's the only reason we have one viewer because usually he's two.
Fair.
so,
Billy, do you have any last words?
man,
Cobb, thank you for
That-
taking the words out of my mouth.
I don't know if that was Billy or Cobb that said it, but
yeah.
Oh,
So-
we didn't talk about it, but I'm going to talk about it. The fucking Mets are
Oh.
back.
The whole show. We made the whole
The fucking Mets are back.
We made the
No
whole
way.
show. We made the whole show.
The Mets are
Oh,
back.
my
They
God.
They got to cheat to win, but I don't care. A win is a win.
Feel good.
That was bad.
those
But
are good
I saw-
last words.
There was another hot take from another ESPN writer, I forget who, said that the Mets are going to have the best starting rotation ERA in the major leagues and also the worst bullpen ERA in the major leagues. And I completely agree with it.
This has been the Ranger Things Have Happened podcast. We went almost how long, Bill? 50-something minutes without talking about baseball today?
And
52 minutes.
We set a record today, 52 minutes. Thank you, AJ. And yes, to echo what Cobb said, thank you, Andrew, for taking the time tonight to join us and hang out. RIP DMX, RIP Phillip, and yeah, hashtag Ricky Who. I answered that. I like that. I like that. That's another baseball thing though that we won't talk about.
I don't know.
Thank you to Billy, and again, happy birthday, Bill. Welcome to the 30 Club.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you to AJ, to Beano, to Cobb. I guess no thanks to Alex, who was supposed to make his triumphant return tonight and didn't.
Oh, you didn't.
And thank you to Andrew for hanging out. We'll be back next week, hopefully with a better guest than Andrew Lind. And
You get a better guest, you can't get a better looking guest.
that's absolutely
Very true.
no truer words ever spoken. But hopefully when we come back next week, we're talking about a second win over the Islanders and a couple over the Devils. I like the 40-year-old virgin reference, Andrew. And, well, that's a story for another podcast. This has been the Ranger Things Have Happened podcast, brought to you by Johnny C's Teas. And when we come back next week, hopefully we're talking about another win against the Islanders and a couple against the lowly Devils. And a Kravtsov goal. And maybe if, you know what, when Kravtsov scores, then we do White Russians. Then we do White Russians. But he's got to score.
Finally.
He's got to score, AJ, before we do it.
He's
All
got
right.
the confidence
Deal.
that has taken Kako a year and a half to do. From what I've seen.
And I'm
Don't take a jab at Kako as we're signing off.
Sign
I'm
off.
not quite sure we're allowed to call them anything other than Kahlua vodka and milk. I'm not-
We will have White Russians after Kravtsov scores.
Nice.
Until then, we love you all, everyone that's watching, the thousands of people watching live. Or if you're listening back or watching back, we thank you also.
Anybody
We
who
know
was
that
offended
there's
by my roast joke, I don't apologize.
Ranger things have happened. We'll see you next week, hopefully with more good news and a Kravtsov goal.
Caucasian Russians.
Thank you to Johnny C's.